All right. We have Richard here from Meredith Lodging, and he's going to do a little presentation for us today.
Hey guys, how we doing? Yeah. Brought some Yeti tumblers, food in the back. Feel free to have at them. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Thanks for having us. You know, it's my third time doing a presentation, so if any of you guys are new, my name's Richard. I'm with Meredith Lodging. This is Luz in the back. She's our VP of operations for the company. She's down in Palm Springs at one of our new markets where we have some new homes coming up, some local offices down there, so some exciting news there. She's up here just overseeing some things up here with us as well. We're Meredith Lodging and Big Bear Getaway, if you guys aren't familiar. We have about 100 homes up here under contract with us. We're a full service property management company, so we do everything from permits, housekeeping, maintenance, you know, dealing with owners, guest issues, all that good stuff. And you know, we want to partner with you guys because you guys are able to talk with owners and refer them over to us. And so far, we've had a couple that have signed with us. Rihanna's referred a couple, Mike's referred a couple to us, and they've been great partners so far. So we want to just scroll down. No worries. We're no worries. No worries. We see ourselves as an owner first company. Obviously, without our owners, we don't have much of company. We don't have clients. We don't have a business. So, you know, taking care of our owners, getting back to them in timely fashion when things come up, you know, they can call us anytime. You know, we have a local office up here that we have guest experience, owner experience agents that can take phone calls, answer questions in a timely manner. Boutique offices in all locations. So whether it's our locations up in Oregon, Washington, or our two locations in Palm Springs and up here, you know, we have local offices. We like to, you know, have boots on the ground to make sure that we're catering, you know, to what's needed on the ground. Local staff, 300 plus employees. You know, we're a company that offers, you know, 401ks, benefits to all our employees. So we don't have a lot of turnover in our offices. A lot of our employees have been with us a long time, whether it's our Big Bear Getaway staff up here or it's our staff up in Oregon. So not a lot of turnover, makes things run a lot more seamlessly. High wages, company culture. Like I said, we specialize property management, not real estate. We send clients back your way. You know, luckily from our end, we haven't had too many owners that have sold their homes. Things have been going pretty good for them. But when we do, we like to send them back to Keller Williams because, you know, you guys have referred us a couple owners and so far it's been really good. Large enough to matter, small enough to care. I think that's the biggest thing that I can say about Meredith Lodging is we're a big, small company. You know, we have roughly 900 individually owned homes. So we've got the marketing and advertising power of a larger company, but we're small enough, you know, where we have 100 homes up here where we can be more boutique. We can make customizable service agreements. You know, I mean, we're not black and white on our agreements. And I think that's really caught a lot of our owners' attention. And that's why a lot of our owners have stuck with us a long time, especially on the Big Bear Getaway side. Next slide. Meredith Lodging difference. Like I was saying earlier, tailored approach to working with each owner. You know, we can find things that are specific to each home. Obviously, you guys have been in a lot of homes up here. A lot of homes are very different up here. You know what I mean? Some of the bones of these homes, the water heaters, you name it. So, you know, there's certain things that need to be checked in a house in Castle Glen as compared to a home in Fonskin or vice versa. So, you know, we're able to make service agreements to really cater to certain homes. Rihanna, you can see that's Jonathan's home right there.
Oh, yeah.
Investment home, lower minimum rates, higher occupancy. You know, we really see ourselves doing really well in marketing and pricing to make sure our homes are competitive inside the market. Retirement home, higher rates, lower occupancy, focus on investment, designing our decisions and management around the owner's current situation, future goals, cross promotion on Big Bear Getaway and Meredith Lodging. Next slide. Owner perks. $1,000 credit towards your home's account if your signature home referral signs on with Meredith Lodging. So, you know, we've had a couple owners that say, hey, I have a friend that just bought a home up here as well. You know, we've helped some owners out. So a little owner perk right there. 2,000 credit towards homes accounted for our luxury home. Those are actually the same lines as our realtor referrals as well, which I'll get to here in a couple slides down. Discounted housekeeping cleaning fees when you stay at home. So our owners, you know, pay actually less for housekeeping and stuff like that. So that's an owner perk. A lot of our owners really like that. Off-season special rates on available Meredith Lodging homes, Washington, California, Oregon. So we're able to help our owners quite a bit if they want to take a vacation up there. Discounted fees when booking stays at Meredith Lodging homes. Same thing. If they want to stay at one of our homes up there, we're going to give our owners a little bit of the hookup because that's just our salute to service with our owners. Owner gifts throughout the year. We brought some gifts for you guys. We like to make sure we take care of our owners. We like to leave them, specialized cards. I could say it over and over. We really like to take care of our owners. Next slide. Profitability and protection. Obviously, owners that are coming up here, they want to have a home that's profitable. So we have to have a service that is profitable. So we really rely on that. Maximizing revenue with demand and technology. We use software to make sure that we're competing, with other property managements, the Destination Big Bears, the Big Bear Vacations, all the other ones. So, I can say one thing about our marketing and advertising and pricing departments. They're really good about being competitive and making sure we're in line and competing with the best up here. Technology, our software goes hand in hand with that. The algorithms, all that are able to sync with that and make sure we're staying right when someone types in 3-bedroom, 2-bath and Big Bear next to the lake. Meredith Lodging, Big Bear Getaway homes are right towards the top of those listings. Feedback improvements, we're the first to criticize ourselves and critique ourselves. So, we talk with our owners, we send surveys to guests, how was your stay? What can we do to make your stay better? So we're always looking for feedback. Maintenance and housekeeping, that's in-house. We have in-house handyman, in-house housekeeping. We also vendor out, if I need a specialized plumber, I need an electrician, something that's beyond our handyman. We have nothing but insured vendors. That's a policy of ours. So we work really closely with a lot of vendors and have a lot of really great guys in our portfolio that we're able to call to. Limited damage waiver. Obviously, you hear a lot of horror stories when it comes to vacation rentals and guests throwing parties and, crashing the place. We don't seem to have too much of an issue with that. We vet our guests really well, go through and make sure, we don't see any red flags when it comes to people destroying our owners' homes. But if something does come up, we have up to a $2,500 limited damage waiver where we're able to, fix something under our insurance, a punch in the drywall, someone cracks a TV. That's something that we offer to take care of our owners. Local teams, OE managers, owner experience. So, we have dedicated people that are specific towards owners. They have their designated person that they speak to, so it's not like every time they call someone, it's someone different on the phone. They're going to talk with John each time, a problem comes up with their specific home. Next slide. Revenue projections. I know I've given a couple revenue projections to Mike, to Rihanna. We'll go through our portfolio and go through and see, what is our homes that are similar size to the one that you're inquiring about? What has it made over the last year? What can we expect for the, next upcoming year? So if you guys ever, have a client that's looking for, a home and they want to get a revenue projection, I'm more than happy to draw something up for you guys. Customized and creative approach with each owner. Like I said, we're not black and white. Each home is different. We want to make sure that we really cater to locations. If a home's near the slopes, we want to make sure on our listings and advertisements, close to the slopes, walking, ski in, ski out, close to the lake, dock access, knowledge and relationships, experts in vacation rental industry. Meredith Lodging has been in business since 2006. Big Bear Getaway up here has been in business since 2003. So, we have a lot of people in our departments that are really knowledgeable on all the trends throughout vacation rentals, the markets, all that good stuff. Property suggestions for maximizing revenue, furnishings, amenities, design layouts. We have in-house designers. We can help owners, get an idea of how they want to theme their house, get them in touch with people that can kind of give an outside look to things. Realtor referral bonus. Obviously, if you guys want to stay at one of our properties, we have our new local market in Palm Springs, which is the closest to here. Save 10% by putting Realtor 10. If you have any questions on that, you can always reach out to me and we can get you 10% off on a stay. Next slide. Sample revenue projection. Like I was saying, if this would be the layout. Here's a home that a realtor is looking for, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. That's a revenue projection right there based on another home we have in the portfolio, similar to size and area. Next slide. Partnerships. So we have partnerships with these companies right here, Pottery Barn, 20% discount, West Elm, Williams Sonoma, pretty nice brands. A lot of our owners have taken advantage of that. So that seems to be something that's makes our owners really happy. Next slide. The good part, realtor referral program. We want to partner with realtors. Obviously, I've already gotten a couple referrals from you guys. So, you know, our minimum for referral for an owner that signs with us is $1,000. So, and then $2,000 for a luxury home. So that's something as soon as they sign and as soon as they go live and get their first rental, within 45 days of that first rental, we'll send a check to you guys for that referral bonus. And if you guys don't want to take that, you can always have a vacation on us. So if you wanted to go up to one of our locations in Palm Springs, in Oregon, in Washington, we can apply that towards a stay, which from my understanding, it seems to a lot of our realtors in other markets have done that, and it's a nice little thing that we like to do. Next slide, I think that might be the last one. All right, yeah. So we have owner testimonials. Obviously, our owner first mantra. As soon as you pick, you know, as soon as you go on our website and everything like that, it says owner first. You know, a lot of our owners have a lot of positive feedback for us, and again, that's why a lot of owners have stayed with us for a long time. Next slide. There's my number right there. I left my card. We have the referral sheet right there, some other miscellaneous information like our packages and everything like that. If you guys ever have any questions, inquiries, I've always got 2 phones on me at all times. Feel free to give me a holler. Okay, I'm more than happy to take a phone call. And it's all right. I know what I signed up for. It's okay.
He does really great at responding back, and the projected rental incomes are great. Nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I've seen the checks come in for you guys too, so they do put their money where their mouth.
I think this too is those projections, if you need them for an open house, you know, especially with different clients and all of that, you can provide them with copies. I mean, you're, you know, our number one client, you know, in terms of referrals and everything. So we try to take care of, you know, you, your realtors, you know, because we don't sell, we're going to give you one back, especially your clients. And then for homeowners, just like your buyers or sellers, you know, we want to make sure to nurture that relationship. So you know, he's doing a really good job. Raymond, you guys are doing a great job in terms of appreciate it, especially in this market. And as you mentioned, we are going into, you know, the desert. So if you have any, you know, connections there as well, we do at the whole Coachella Valley. So from Palm Springs to, which is good too.
And there's some beautiful homes going on in the portfolio too.
Yes.
I've been seeing those filter through.
Yeah,
It's really,
so
really
it's
nice.
You know,
But
some warmth in the desert would feel nice about
been-
now.
it's been a cold winter. Cold winter.
You know, all of our houses have pools, you know, especially in condos too. So it's great.
And it seems like those golf courses that back up to everyone.
Yeah.
Alice, I know you would take it.
Question.
Yeah.
Is the number that we send our clients your direct number or the general?
Either works. I would send it directly to me. Because I'm the business development manager, so you know, I kind of have the inside track on, you know, revenue projections, and that's more my bread and butter than anything. But if I don't pick up, which I'm pretty good about picking up, you can always call that general number and get you in contact with someone that can take the reins while I'm not available.
Yeah, that's a great thing is that if you were to ever take a vacation, for example, like we are actually open 24/7. So if a client calls at 8 o'clock, we actually have someone who answers the phone. So even on the guest side and the homeowner side too. So we actually have staff, not anyone from like the Philippines or anything. It's actually local that, you know, and someone that works in Oregon that will answer the phone. That's great.
And then one more, if you say we're out showing and they're like, oh, how much did this make? And our response is always like, oh, well, let me connect you with the property management company, reach out later today. Like how fast is your return for the projection?
I'm pretty quick. If I'm available, I'll usually drop what I'm doing and be able to get you a revenue projection in about 24 hours. Unless I'm on vacation or something, but I'll still, I usually keep my laptop on me.
I just feel bad sometimes because like it'll be, you know, 2 houses, we show 5 or 6 and 2 of them, they want rental projections, you know, and then all of a sudden they're reaching out and then they don't really do anything with it, but then that's time on you that really doesn't go anywhere because we're just looking at properties. We're not really like in escrow or.
Yeah, sometimes it just doesn't pan out, but you know, me going out of my way to make a revenue projection, it's not too much trouble on my end. I have no problem at all. You can
I
send
think it starts a relationship too, like if they get that right away. They know that your response time is pretty quick and just helps.
Yeah.
I've even done it before showing, like, if I know that they're interested in that and there's
Yeah.
one specific that I'm like, or whatever, I'll call and be like, hey, I'm going to show this, do you mind doing it?
Yeah, I do that too. And sometimes you just
He
get
gets
it
it.
right away.
Yeah, he does it.
Yeah. I'll try and drop what I'm doing for sure.
What is your cancellation policy?
As in for an owner?
Yeah, from time to time, we might get somebody that you might have signed up with a property management company, but then things have changed and they have to sell. And they signed up. What is your contract time? Is it?
Our contracts are generally 2 years or a year. We definitely see ourselves as long-term partners. Throughout the company, it seems like a lot of our owners stick with us a long time, and we market and advertise way out ahead. So we like to have that year guarantee.
So what happens though if something changes in somebody's life and they have to sell? Do you have a exit
So-
policy?
Yeah, so if they sell, then we ask them to honor the reservation. I mean, it's actually sometimes a good selling point because there's guaranteed revenue and it's basically a plug and play. So for the buyer, here's a great existing reservation, reservations and a vacation rental. So then that's usually is, but depending on the situation, we'll work with the homeowners because it also depends on how, if they're gonna sell within, 8 months of their contract and they have a 1-year contract, then obviously we'll work with them and figure that out. But it really just depends on what the end of the term is and what their specific contract says.
But if a new buyer, obtains the property, their permit, does it, you guys just like work to get the permit real quick so that it is in their name now, or because? that
Yes, so I do permit transfers quite a bit. So I'll work with the city, Sarah Lopez, tourism management department, and we can transfer permits usually about 2.5 to 3 weeks. County can be a little frustrating to deal with sometimes, but you guys may or may not know that, but it's pretty streamlined when you're able to get a hold of the right people. So yeah.
Is it easier for a rental company to do that because of this, or that permits don't transfer? Like if a new buyer tried to call and transfer their permit, they usually start to help us all over.
For me, it's been pretty easy. Obviously, I've done so many permit transfers with the homes. A lot of our homes that have signed with us recently have come from Big Bear Vacations or Cool Cabins or Picasa and all that. And so, I know the people with the city, with the county, the numbers to call, who to speak to, the ease up portal, stuff like that. So it's been actually a pretty streamlined process with the city especially.
So to further on Mike's question, so I got a seller, he's selling, we're in escrow, the new buyers don't want to rent anymore. Are you guys still, not still, do you do what some of the other agencies do, which is relocate them to other cabins that you have? Is there a penalty to the current owner when that kind of thing occurs, or?
Yeah, so basically considering the fact that we, just like any marketing, we spend a lot of money in terms of guests. So we do move them, but usually in some cases, we'll work with a homeowner in terms of a lost revenue amount. So if it's one reservation, it might be one certain amount, basically depends on each situation, but we do move them if need be.
Yeah, because I mean, some buyers aren't, they're pretty rigid on that. I don't want any more rentals in my cabin. I want to buy it just for me and my family.
Yeah, it doesn't affect the buyer. It's usually the seller who has to deal with the contract that they sign. So, we have these agreements with the seller. So really, if they're going into a 1-year agreement and they're thinking about, putting it up for sale 6 months in, but we do cater to that. I mean, we have done reduced contracts with those owners. Or, if they're really wanting to go home on cancellation, you know what? I only want to honor these reservations and we'll work with them. That's the cater to the owners first.
Yeah, that was my point though, is they sign up, they're not intending on not having rent, but then something happens and so I'm just wondering what kind of.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's so many different scenarios and it really, again, just depends on at what time they're planning on selling within that contract.
Would it make any difference if it had any bookings or not?
Somewhat. I mean, it really depends on the timing. Like, are they canceling during the slow season versus the peak season? Where we just put the property live and, we have a projected revenue of $40,000 for that period of time. So it really depends on the timing.
Is there a certain amount, like, do they know upfront, like, hey, I'm gonna sell and this is what I'm going to, like, an early exit fee, basically?
Yes, it's in the contract that they sign.
Do you know what it is?
There's no actual fee. It depends on when they're going to cancel. So it
Or like
depends.
prorated? or
Yeah,
something?
it's a prorated amount based on the end, how much
Projection?
exact on the projections and what the term is. So again, if they cancel 8 months in of the
Yeah.
1-year contract or 2 months in, then it's a whole
Yeah.
different amount.
Okay, thank you.
So if you got a projection on my rental for the next year for $40,000, and your takes 30%, are you saying I might owe you $12,000?
Depending on,
40,000.
there's 30% of the actual revenue. So it's our commission rate
Right,
on the revenue.
30% of 40,000 is 12 grand, that's what I'm saying.
It was
So
like if you canceled the first day after it went live.
even
Right.
though it's not booked, you may come after them for 12 grand.
Right. The reason why, I mean, considering just like any business, you have a budget in terms of marketing, we pay for photography, so that none of it comes out of the homeowner's initial setup fee. So a lot of that is, carrying to the investment that we do for each buyer in each home.
It's pretty standard with all the companies, right?
Yeah. And we definitely see ourselves as a company that really projects forward and we have a lot of long-term partners, like I said, being able to maximize on our initial, upfront costs that we hand over initially. That's kind of goes into it for sure. Any other questions? No worries, no worries. Well, we appreciate you guys having us. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the Yeti coolers. We're gonna leave those donuts and everything for you guys, fruit and all that. Feel free to have at it. I left some extra sheets. I put all that in front, but I'll leave some extra card sheets. There's even some owner guides. It has like owner information, owner perks, basically a rundown of this right here. I have printed up back there. So feel free to keep an extra one on your desk. And if you guys have any questions, you guys have my information. More than happy to take a phone call.
Thank you.
No worries, guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right. Okay, so in your little stack of papers, I think it was Will that had asked me about what are the proper DBAs to use like on your contracts. And so the first 4 were what we originally had, and I just recently added the KW Big Bear, KW Lake Arrowhead, and KW Big Bear Lake Arrowhead. Because people were putting them on the contracts and then they're not necessarily, we weren't the standard, yeah. So there's a list in there, if you're doing it, now you know what.
You can have any one of those.
Any one of those, yeah. So I just added the last 3. I got to put those on the DEA, but the first 4 are the current ones that are ready to go. With that.
Just yesterday, I think it was, you asked me if I would do the mastermind for next Wednesday.
Mhm.
And so I said yes, but if anybody has a topic that they'd like to talk about, email me or text me or call me or whatever, please. Just trying to think of something that would be beneficial there.
Right, okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, let's see. So year to date, we have collected $985. And as you can see, I finally got the new little goal meter up. So I'll update that as we continue to go through that. The current total balance in the account is $67.41. And I know, Mike, you should know that there is an agent gunning for that top spot. The Big Bear Cares top donation. Someone's out for your top donor spot, just so you know. But that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing. And all right, so February, John Mann is our top individual agent. We only had 1 that met the criteria, but February is kind of a month with Stormageddon. And our top teams, we have Ray Hill team in number 1, Easterby number 2, Hirschler number 3, and the Stoffer group for number 4 for February. Mastermind with Steve, as he said, if you guys, anybody has any, you know,
I can't
Topic
do
for
everything if everybody calls me, but you try to find a subject that
You asked for recommendation.
So potluck this afternoon, you all know, come back at noon. We've got corned beef and cabbage. We got some brats, some beer cheese and jalapeno poppers. What? Get some dessert. And needs and wants. Anybody? Been a. ish?
I have one. Hi, guys, it's Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Jim Crotwell gave me a name, but I have a client in Menifee. Kind of on a little bit bigger lot that is considering selling. Does anybody have a really great resource for that? That I might consider either in a co-list or a referral that they've had direct experience with?
Menifee.
I think I do, but let me look through my business cards.
it's vacant land.
Sorry?
Vacant. It's
No,
vacant
it's not-
land.
No, it's not vacant land. It's just on a little
Oh.
bit bigger lot than it's not like your typical subdivision area.
Hey Karen, it's Ken. Nancy is from Menifee and she works that area.
Okay. Nancy who?
Perez?
Oh, okay. Okay.
One of our agents.
Yeah, no, it was just the Nancy part. Okay, so Nancy Perez. Okay, thanks. But she's still in Big Bear most of the time?
Yeah, she was in Menifee for many years and then she moved to her second home here, but she works Menifee half the time and Big Bear half the time.
That's good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dana, needs and wants. Brianna. Tim. You're good. Chris. Steve.
Don't forget about 274 South Lofty View. It's a really clean craftsman style home, 2,800 square feet. Priced well at $750. Super clean.
Miss Gloria. Miss Lori.
Good.
Rose.
No.
No, Holly.
Malt fee that we're gonna see, there's a combo box, it's 1957, if you get there before us. Well, then I'll say for Villa Grove, it's 8283.
We have to use a combo there? What you said?
Mine, yeah,
82.
8283.
Miss Elaine. Miss Vicky. Good. You good? Dallas?
Good.
All right. Good. Again, potluck at noon. Come on down. And that's it. Tour,
Oh, yeah,
finally.
what's the line up? That's it.
Runway Eastwood is owner occupied. They are going to move it out probably in a month or so, but the first month here. Let's keep that in mind. It's call first.
And Panamint is off. Is that right, Steve?
You know, so number 4 is off the worksheet. So it goes 1, 2, 3. And then 4 is canceled, and then 6, 4, 5.
I think that's it. Bye. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.